If you're paying attention to anything that is going on in the real estate world, you understand that home sales are down from where they were a year ago. However, that does not mean that no homes are selling. We're still seeing quite a few homes sell every single day. However, only around 62% of listings are actually successful in selling right here in Phoenix Metro. But why? What is causing some of these homes not to sell? In today's video, I'm gonna go over 3 reasons that are holding back sellers from being successful in the sale of their home. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Brecklin, real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. I also run a team back in Illinois, even though I don't go back there, thank God. But one of the biggest things I see, and I'm very honest with my clients or potential clients, and some say they can handle the honesty and some cannot, but the biggest thing, honestly, it's price. It's chasing a price that they thought is the price, but it was the price 8 months ago. Well, that is no longer the case. Year over year, our median price here in Phoenix Metro is down. Now, if your neighbor sold their home, 8 months ago, 10 months ago, well, that went under contract 30 days prior, and you think that is the best comp for you, well, you're not gonna be in the best spot. Your home is gonna sit and sit and sit. You're gonna be chasing the market, and the longer a home sits on the market, well, the less money it brings over time. And this is something that I've seen time and time again. It's something I use for my buyers. I've had buyers, for myself, when we bought our home, it was on the market for, I want to say, a year. And we got in, I got it for an amazing deal, and it appraised well above, and I made quite a bit of money. And people asked, well, what was wrong with it? I'm like, well, nothing was wrong with it. But when the seller listed it, they listed it way too high. We're chasing the market, collected days on market, and then people thought what you thought. Well, this home's been on the market for a year. There's got to be something wrong with it. The only thing that was wrong with it is it got stale. So if you're a seller or an agent, please think about why you want to price your home at a certain number. Is there evidence, is there data to back that up? And you can't just use a comp that sold 8 months ago. Again, pay attention to the trends in the market, what we're seeing. And we're seeing home prices continue to fall. That's one reason why I pay attention to the market daily, not just for my sellers, but for my buyers, so I can understand and help them make the best decision possible, at least give them the information so they can make the best decision possible, so they aren't in a position where they are overpaying for a home, especially during this falling housing market. So price your home accordingly. And one way to understand if you are in line with the right pricing is, what does your showing activity look like? How many showings are you getting, weekly, monthly? How many reach outs from other agents? What does that activity look like? What's your feedback look like? And take all that together and then, maybe adjust if you need to. The next thing is condition. Now, I was at some homes this week over $500,000, and they look like places where I've done search warrants, found dead bodies in. I'm not kidding. There was filth, it smelled, the carpets were disgusting. And I've heard sellers say, well, I don't want to replace the carpet because the buyer, they'll let them choose. I'm like, well, why do you think car dealerships detail their cars before they sell? They want to look as best as possible. So why not have your home in that same condition? When I go through with a buyer and we see a home that looks awful, it smells, there's issues with it that we can visibly see, a lot of times my buyer's like, well, this is what we can see. What is going on with things of the house that we cannot see? If this is the care they took of the home that they lived in, what else is going on? So sellers, it is not a year ago where you could just put a sign in the yard and have filth everywhere and people are begging you to get into your home. It is not that market. So please clean your home, make it smell nice. You don't have to make improvements. You don't have to put in granite countertop, but it has to be presentable. Again, think of your home as, it is an item on the shelf for sale. How are you going to make it stand out amongst all the others? And the first impression when someone gets in is it's filthy, it smells, there's clutter, it's disgusting. Then they're not going to want to move forward with that. I think then it's going to sit on the market, collect days. You're not going to sell for as much as you possibly could. And then here you are dropping the price or just taking it off the market and not moving on with whatever your goal is. So please make it show nice. And lastly, this comes mainly for the agents, is the marketing of homes. Now, I'm not talking billboards, but at the very, very least, the very most basic, hire a professional photographer. Don't go out with your Kodak 110 camera with the timestamp and date showing in the corner of your listing photos. Again, this is someone's home. You're getting paid, as agents, we get paid a lot of money for what we do. And I'll be honest with you, there's a reason why people probably don't like agents very much, because of what we get paid for what some agents do. And some agents do the bare minimum, very, very little. So agent, it is your duty for your clients, not only for your clients, but it is a representation of yourself. It has your name on it. Do your absolute best, put out good work, hire a professional photographer, and then to be at least average or above average, hire a videographer. Find someone from a college. You can find videographers for a really good price if you know where to look. And using that video, again, you are not just marketing the home, you're marketing yourself. You can put it on YouTube, the #2 search engine in the world. Why would you not put your listing on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook? There's so many different platforms for you to showcase your client's home. Whenever I see a listing that is not on social media, doesn't have video work, I wonder, is that agent doing as much as possible for their client to get their client as many eyeballs on their home as possible so they can get as much money as possible? Well, that's what it takes. You have to market your home. You have to make it stand out amongst all of the others. Now, there are a lot of other minor things, but these are my top 3 reasons why homes are not selling in this market. So price, condition, marketing. As agents, we all have access to the same tools. So please utilize them. Do what's right for your sellers. And sellers, remember, just take a deep breath, take a 10,000 foot view, try to remove the emotion from selling your home and think of it, objectively. What is this home worth? What do I need to do? What are my goals? And how do we get there? And if you have any questions about buying or selling here in Arizona or in Illinois, please let me know. We would love to help you. Watch this next video and I'll see you on the next one.